Well, my name's Ethan Newton. I work here at the Armoury, one of the three founders and partners of the Armoury. Polishing shoes is, ideally, it's what you do to keep your shoes looking good even when they're old. So it's not for the flashy guy that buys lots and lots of shoes and throws them away when they get old. It's more for the guy that wants to get longevity out of his things. The basic principle is the same. Put down the wax, buff it to a high shine with each coat, and repeat. But how you put down that wax and how you get a high polish is really up to you. I've spent upwards of 3 hours on shoes in the past and gone crazy on them, but as long as you're enjoying it, it's not such a big deal. Well, the idea of a mirror polish is to very slowly build up layer upon layer of beeswax polish in any of the firm parts of the shoe, so generally the toe box, the heel counter and the sole edge, the places basically that don't bend. The best way to do it is to take your time and use less polish. I think less polish and less water. If the wax goes down too heavy and can't dry properly, it'll crack the first time you wear it. The most common mistake that guys make with a nice pair of shoes is not polishing the sole edges. And you could basically leave the upper of the shoe and not polish it at all. If you do the sole edges, the shoe's going to look much sharper. Whereas you could beautifully polish a pair of shoes, if the sole edges are all ratty, it's going to look terrible. I work only with one particular product, a company called Saphir from France. It's a beeswax polish, and basically what I do is start by cleaning the shoe and moisturizing the shoe using a cream, what they call the creme saphine, and then I just apply wax, sort of very, very light layer by layer, with the aid of a little bit of water and a little bit of alcohol, going from shoe to shoe until those layers of wax build up a nice shine. If we're burnishing leather or changing colour, then obviously we're going to use different colours, and even working on, say, a black pair of shoes or a dark brown pair of shoes, I like to mix up the colours a little bit and give it a slightly different cast. With this pair, basically I've waxed the sole edges, starting to do the heels and done the toe caps, and then gently gradating it throughout the shoe. Just trying to give it a nice high shine at the toe, but not such an obvious break as it gets into the rest of the shoe. A light polish across the toe where it bends is okay. With black, I normally do, say, 4 or 5 coats of black and then a coat of clear, which for some reason helps it just sort of stand out a little bit more. With browns, I'll use anything from black to navy to burgundy to clear to try and change the colour as I want it. They've started out in a very neutral aniline dyed tan, which is just a very classic colour, but to give it a little bit more interest and a little bit more life, we've done antiquing with dark brown and then a high shine with clear wax. It just gives it a little bit more character. The first thing I'd say is, before you even bother with shoe polishing, make sure you have shoe trees, and make sure that you treat your shoes in a good way. The more you spend, the more care you have to put into the shoes. So the biggest mistake we see is guys that will buy a pair of shoes and then wear them Monday through Friday every day, never use shoe trees, and after 6 months the shoes fall apart. The pair of shoes that I own, nobody could buy.